Keto rock stars, welcome to the Sunday Night Live Carnivore Avenger Contest. I hope everybody's having a great day. We got a lot to talk about tonight. It's not just a contest tonight, but there's a lot of updates I got to provide you. So let's go ahead and say hi to a few people. Juju says, I hope to make it to your live and not been on as much. Been so busy. I totally understand it, Juju. No worries. Just happy you were able to stop by and drop me a comment. Michael Avengers is in the house. Welcome. Thomas Target Prime Rib says, I am ready. Lizzie World's in the house. Welcome, Lizzie. Carrie is here. Welcome, Carrie. And our favorite Duck Man. I haven't done this in a while, so we're gonna play. We're gonna play the working? It's not working. Hold on. Nope. That wasn't the right one. And now I can't get the falling brisket. Well, anyway, I wanted to play the Duck Man theme. Let me see if I can get that to go. There we go. Let's try this. It worked just a minute ago. Okay, sorry. No Duck Man tonight. I tried. But anyway, Rick says, hello, Quackers. Brian Dish is in the house. Welcome. Coach Angela says, I'm revamping my old website and it links to Beacons and Beacons links back to it. So we will see how that goes. So that's one of the announcements I have. I have a new website, more for my coaching business than Keto Rockstars, but this is all one thing. So I will show that to you in a little bit. Michael's Adventures, hello. Sandy Blythe, hi. Lynn22QCat is here. Welcome, Lynn. Aaron Booby Goat's in the house. Welcome, Aaron. Kelly Broken Carnivore is here. Hi, Kelly. Thanks, Aaron. She says, don't forget to hit the like on the way in. I appreciate that. Holly Springer is in the house. Schmoovy, my neighbor. How you doing? Looks like we got a little reprieve from the 18 days of constant snow. So hope you enjoyed that today. It got up to 30 degrees today. 31, actually. Carnivore Jerry says, yay. Hey, Carnivore Jerry. It's been a lively day as far as live streams. Yes, it has. Oh, I didn't even know I could do this. Look, I just figure something out. That's kind of cool. Grandma's Crochet Corner is here. Yes. And she just got done with Alia's song. That is awesome. I can't wait to hear that. Thomas is in the house. Kelly Broken Carnivore is here. Hi, Coach Angela. Sorry, I feel like I'm losing my voice already, and I just started talking. Juliet Eden's in the house. Hi, Juliet. Great live stream tonight. You and Doug are so cute. Donna Ray, Bacon Runner's in the house. Jennifer Lucas is here. Hi, Jennifer, beautiful friend. Angel Dust. Can't say this. Angel Dusters 5039's in the house. Cheers, rock stars. Hello. Granny Boo's in the house. Welcome, Granny Boo. Cynthia's here. Hi, Cynthia. And GFG Homestead's here. Welcome. Free Thinkers in the house. Welcome. Mason's here. Hey, beautiful. Yes, it was a beautiful day here today, Schmoovy. Sure was. Let's not jinx it. Thomas. Hello, Thomas. And Ricky, Twin Brook Acres, is in the house. Welcome, Ricky. I think I've said hi to everybody so far. So we're going to get into some of the topics. We are going to do a Carnivore Avenger drawing, but there's a lot to talk about this week. First of all, on Tuesday, there's a special live stream. It will not be on my channel. It's going to be on Juliet's channel only. Juliet Edens, Coach Juliet Edens. Julia, I think you are a, well, just type exclamation point love bacon and it should drop your channel. Oh my gosh, I'm so losing my voice. I don't know what's happening. We got Jiffy in the house and Bill Cook. Welcome, guys. Make sure I say hi to everybody. So make sure you check out Coach Julia Edens. We are doing a special live stream on her channel Tuesday, 6:30 Eastern, and 5:30 Central Time. I can't wait. Okay, there's Bill Cook's channel. The next thing is I did an interview on No Carb Barb's channel, which is Carnivore. Let me just post her channel. Oh, that can't be right. Hold on. I did an interview on No Carb Barb's channel, which is Carnivortex. I'm going to post a link to her channel. I don't have the link to she's going to be uploading it as a standalone video, but it was a fantastic interview. I have to say it was different than any other format. So I've just shared that. That will drop this Friday. Okay, this coming Friday, that will be coming up. So make sure you check that out. So she's in the morning, and I'm not usually a morning person. So the fact that I felt that interview went really well. It's a cool interview. Can't wait for it. Next week, same time, same bat channel. We are doing the Rockin' Halftime Show. And what really that is, I'm just doing an open panel. Anybody who wants to come on here, if you're not a football fan, if you are a football fan, watch the Super Bowl. If you're not a football fan, I'm going to have a place where everybody can come hang out, shoot the breeze. We can talk about whatever we want to talk about. So that is next Sunday. Now, the following Sunday, I am not going to be here. There will not be a live stream. That will be February 15th. The reason is I am going to San Diego to celebrate my 50th birthday early. And that brings up the next topic. So I just found out, I'm going to go through all the meetups that I'm going through. Hey, Bruce, how you doing? I want to go through all the meetups because I just found out about another. Hey, Spanky, welcome, welcome. Good to see you tonight. There is going to be a meetup here in Elkhart, Indiana on March 2nd. I'm not the host of it. If you've ever heard of the Two Crazy Ketos, they are coming to town. So Elkhart, Indiana is the RV mecca of the United States, maybe even the world. And the Two Crazy Ketos, they are RVers. They have an RV channel. They also have a YouTube channel, Two Crazy Ketos. And they are coming into town. Dustin will be coming. Usually Evelyn and Carl come. Sometimes Chris and Miriam Bear come. Yeah, Jennifer's already posting. Hey, Jennifer. Jennifer already posting. She wants to come. Andy and Susan usually come, or at least Andy. They usually come. There's a bunch of people that come. I'm going to be there. It's my birthday. It happens to fall on my birthday, March 2nd. I did not plan this, but it's going to be a Monday night, March 2nd. Dustin and Chandra will be there. So mark your calendars. It's going to be at Smokin' Fatty's Smoothie. Hope to see you there. Smoothie, put March 2nd down in your calendar. It's going to be at Smokin' Fatty's, probably at 4 or 5 p.m. As I get more details, I will try to release that information, but I literally just found out about this. The other meetups I will be at, Chicago meetup will be July 25th in Chicago. I think the details will be, I'm going to post these. Chicago meetup. That's a Kilts event, okay? I'm posting the link to that. Then Robin is hosting a meetup in Kalamazoo, and that's going to be really special because George and Lainey are going to fly from England to come to that meetup. So I'm going to post, I'm calling it Kazoo because that's what we call it here. It's only an hour and a half away from me, but here's the Kazoo meetup. Amy's wild birthday bash. Yeah, Jerry. Okay, and then the last meetup I will be going to this year, unless something else happens I'm not aware of, is the Keto Palooza meetup. And I know Grandma Barbara's gonna be there, Dustin will be there, Mason, I think, is going. Jerry's gonna room with me at Jerry, I think, is gonna room with me at all of them. But here's the Keto Palooza meetup. So I posted all the links to that. Who said it's a 25-hour drive for me for Kazoo? Let me find that. Oh, 24-hour drive. Yeah, that's quite a bit. Thank you. Yeah. Yep, that's too long for you to drive. Yep. So I wanted to just kind of go through all that, go through the meetups. I also have an idea for one, maybe in 2027. We have, and I've not, it's been years since I stayed in a cabin there, but we have locally here, we have a place called Potato Creek State Park, and they have cabins. So it would be more of a rustic meeting, right? But it fits six. Oh, hi, Jason. Jason says he's making my keto carnivore chili bake right now. It is very good. It is delicious and very easy to make. So I have an idea. I really need to get through things this year first, so but there's a place locally that has cabins for rent called Potato Creek State Park. And I think it's in North Liberty, if that's the correct. Hey, CB, CB's in the house. Midnight Vance is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Um, I would like to plan a 2027 meetup and maybe try to get some guest speakers like Dr. Kiltz, Alia, maybe Chris Brandlin would come. It's more of a rustic cabin type thing, so I don't know how people feel about that, but I know you could cook there, you can grill, we could bring smokers, there's electricity in some of the cabins, so I don't know. Jennifer Lucas, it's okay, Jennifer. I hope you can make it, but if you can't, Taquito Palooza, we understand. Yeah, I understand. Helix is in the house. Welcome. Oh, how's this? No, there's bathrooms in the cabins, girl. Okay, so while we're on this topic, I might as well bring this up. Oh my gosh, I'm starting to feel really terrible, which we'll talk about that. And I forgot to take my allergy pills for a couple of days, but we'll talk about that. Let me see if I can pull up a picture of these cabins. Hold on. Potato Creek State Park cabin rental. Let me see. There's bathrooms in them. Okay, let me find the one that I found. Okay, I think this is the one I found. Okay, let me see if I can share my screen here. I know I can share my screen. All right, I'm going to share this. Hold on, I'm reading comments and I'm trying to share my screen. Let me do this. Share screen. Okay. So this is the idea that I have. I haven't checked into price. It's a state park in Indiana, so I don't know the laws, but everybody see that? Let me close out of this. So this is what the cabins look like. So here's the pictures. Like, it's rustic, right? But there is like stoves, there's sinks, there's electricity. They fit 6 people to a cabin. There's like hiking. There's wildlife, right? I think this is like the clubhouse or something you can rent. You can canoe, kayak. Like, the bathrooms aren't great, but they're clean. They look clean. Looks like there's a handicap seat in there too. This looks like a general shower area, but I think the cabins this might be for camping, right? I think the cabins have bathrooms in them. Hiking pictures. Some of these are upside down, which is odd. Weird. I don't remember it being sideways when I was looking at it, but you can see there's trails. You can get a campsite and tent camp, or you can. Why is this upside down? It's so bizarre. But I really need help planning something like this. So there's like old rocking chair. Okay, so here's some more pictures of the cabins. I think it's 6 people. Papa Carnivore's in the house. Hi, Papa Carnivore. Juliet, hello. So I don't know if like this would interest anybody. There's a nature center and they do stuff there. There's eagles, kayaking, all kinds of wildlife you can see. Yeah, Juliet, before I would book anything, there's also hotels and places to stay outside of the park. If you don't want to do the rustic version, right? We used to have family reunions here, and my family used to rent cabins, and they were decent. They weren't bad. But that was also 30 years ago, right? But there's also places locally you can stay if you didn't want to do the cabin. So anyway, deer, all kinds of wildlife. Looks like there's a cemetery there. Interesting. So not sure what everybody thinks about it, but that's just kind of an idea I have for the future. Let me end my screen share. Okay. There's probably an outhouse CB, CB. I mean, if you really want an outhouse, I'm sure we can make something happen. And the selling point on the cabin is there's bathrooms in them. Be nervous. Yeah. We'll have to check it out. Love it. You love it, Juliet. Well, let me go check out a cabin and ask to see one before we just, you know, decide. Tanya's in the house. Welcome, Tanya. I think I said hi to Bruce already. Pretzel Pete. Pretzel Pete's in the house. Woohoo. I need to come up with some kind of thing for Pretzel Pete. Yeah, Juliet, check out the bathroom situation. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to make a trip there before I even schedule this. Do you want to be on the Avengers? Okay, so let me make sure you're on the wheel. I'm assuming you're just gonna be Lioness Helix. I have your picture. Okay. You are on the wheel. And Tanya says, no, I'm no princess. Hey, it's that swap. What? What swap you were talking about? I don't know. I don't want to hear about it, Peter. It's been like sub-zero, -10 here. It's snowed for 18 days. You're getting a little violin. See what this is? The tiniest violin. I would ask for a refund from Florida saying this is not what I signed up for. Bruce, did you get my message about the recipe I sent you? It's literally hotter in Alberta, Canada than it is in Florida. I'm laughing. Swamp looking picture. What? Swamp. Oh, the swamp picture? You said swap. Hold on. Let me find it. I'll show it again. Yeah, there's like a mossy swamp or something. Oh, this one. Okay, let me share this. This is what she's wanting to see. Let me share my screen. Okay, so this what she's talking about. Swampy picture. So Potato Creek State Park is like a series of creeks. Apparently some of them are green and mossy like this one, and some of them are clear like this one. Okay. So some like you can rent kayaks and canoes and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. Let me end my screen share again. So that was what she was talking about. Let's see. It snowed. Angela says it snowed at my daughter's house in Florida yesterday. Holy cow. Uh, Jason says to Rick, pretty soon iguanas will be an endangered species in Florida. Yeah, because of Rick. Don't forget you can type weather. and it will weather and your zip code, and it should post your weather. Helix says, I went to Kalamazoo after high school to visit family, and that's a swamp we drove past. Cool. Kellogg Mansion. So from here, so I recommend if you want to see the Kellogg Mansion, you go to the Kalamazoo meetup because it's like, I think it's in, did I say like Berrien Springs or where did I say that was? Battle Creek. Find out how far. So from my house, okay, from Potato Creek, it's an hour and 46 minutes to the Kellogg stuff. From my house, it's not that much quicker. It's an hour and 43 minutes. But if you go to Kalamazoo, the Kalamazoo meetup, it's 29 minutes. So if you want to go see the Kellogg stuff, it's 29 minutes from the KZoo meetup. Okay, let me see if there's anything yeah. Yeah, Peter says smoking fatties. I'm telling you, smoking fatties is awesome. I had never heard of it before until I met the two crazy ketos at Ketopalooza. And I found out they did the same meetup a year ago. They come into Elkhart all the time from Florida. They're from Florida. They're from, I don't know where they live, but they're probably not too far from you, Peter. And they drive their RV up to Elkhart, Indiana every year. And then they do a meetup in Elkhart, which is 20 minutes from me. It's Elkhart, Mishawaka, and then South Bend. So if you've heard of any of those towns, I'm literally in the middle between Elkhart and South Bend, but Elkhart's the RV mecca of the world, really. And so they come up here and then they do a smoking fatties like a smoked barbecue joint, and it's so their pork belly bites and brisket. Oh my gosh! So March 2nd, which is my birthday, we're doing a meetup on my birthday. What a great birthday present, huh? Jerry says that swamp looked like Deliverance. Does that mean you're in, Jerry? Are you going to come share a cabin with me? I got to even think about, so I'm starting my coaching business, right? So I got to get through that first. Sorry, guys. Okay. So the next thing I want to talk about, oh my gosh, it's been an insane week. So y'all know I have this undiagnosed, well, now it's diagnosed hypothyroidism issue, right? So they put me on Synthroid, the generic Levoc, I can't even say the name, Levo, whatever it is. Peter can probably say he's on it. And I wanted to try a desiccated thyroid hormone. And the one that I knew of right off the bat was Armor, because that's the one Dr. Barry has recommended, right? So they put that on me. And every day I gradually got sicker and sicker. I had migraines. I had blurred vision. I had nausea. It was terrible. What? Hold on. Aaron says Tanya, Jerry, and Amy appear in a new Butter Woman short. When does that come out? I can't wait. Wait, when is that coming out? I gotta check that out. So, anyway, I get sidetracked because I'm reading your awesome comments. So, just kept getting sicker and sicker and sicker, right? And I started off on a half a dose. I didn't even fully dose because I suspected something like this was going to happen because it always does. It doesn't matter what I take, I'm going to get sick. So, this Monday, we had this snowstorm. Oh gosh, I got to tell you the story. It was a terrible day, terrible. As the morning goes on, and I'm still getting the migraines like mid-morning from 11 to 2, I get a migraine and blurred vision every day. Okay. Um, oh, it's already out? Can we share it? I don't I don't want to play it on here. Aaron, I will post a link. I don't want to share it on here because I want everybody to literally go to your channel and post it. But I'll post that in a minute. I'll find the link and I'll share it. Um, so anyway, as the day went on, I felt sicker and sicker and sicker on Monday. And then next thing you know, I'm having chest pains and the heart palpitations. I'm like, oh my gosh, something's going on. Something's really bad. And I'm home alone. I'm working from home. And then finally I took my blood pressure. It was 190 over 110. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, I can't drive to the ER because I'm too sick to drive. My husband's out in the blizzard. So I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to unlock my front door. And if something really bad happens, I'm going to call 911 and hope they can get to me. Right. So that was the plan. Luckily, I just sat. I'm in my office chair. I sat in my office chair and I'm like, I'm just going to do breathing exercises and just drink water and just calm down and relax. And I texted my boss and said, look, I'm working, but I'm not like proactively working. If the phone rings, I'll answer it, but I just need to relax for a while. And luckily by that night, it had come down to about 160 over 160 over like 90. So that was better. And by the morning it was better. And I stopped taking the med. I've still been dealing with blurred vision and migraines every day. Today it was a lot better though. So I did order the Synthroid. But I'm not going to take it till after I get back from San Diego because I do not want to ruin my vacation starting another medication. Yeah, Lizzie, for that, the ambulance to pick me up, the door got to be open. Yeah. And then come to find out, my husband comes home. I wouldn't have been able, he didn't get home till 4 o'clock. And normally he's home by 2 or 3. He got rear ended in his work truck. Someone slid and slammed into him because the roads were so bad. So there's no way I would have been able to drive anywhere with the road conditions. It was terrible out. It's been terrible out for weeks now. I haven't gone anywhere in like weeks because the roads, and Smoothie can attest to the amount of it snowed. Today was the first day it hasn't snowed in 18 days. It's snowed 18 days straight here. So yeah, Peter, I don't want to hear about your 30-degree weather in Florida. Hi, Jojo. Welcome. Sandy, hey. Uh, yep. Hi, Schmoocast. Schmoocast in the house. Okay, so that's the first thing that's happened this week. So I'm currently not taking any thyroid meds, but I'm feeling really good. So they're still in my system. They're just they're getting out of my head. Okay, so Lizzie says I get bad migraines, but the doctor said it's probably a muscle going up in the back of my head. They've told me that before too. I'm like, don't call back in 10 minutes, send help. Yep. Yep. For reals. Okay. So the next thing I did, oh, I got my bill for all these doctor's tests too. It was only 300 and some dollars. They billed the insurance $2,000 and I only had to pay $350. So I'm really pleased with the price for all the tests that I got done. So the next thing I did was the next interesting thing was Thursday, I went to the allergist to get my allergy test. And the 10 years ago I had allergy tests done and I lit up like a Christmas tree. I was allergic to everything. And so this time when I went to get my allergy testing done, it was interesting. I want to share this again because this is just really wild. Let me share screen and let me make sure I get the right thing. What's up? Make sure we see it. Hold on. Here it is. Okay. So Cats, and I have 4 of them. Cats came up. Can I mark this up? Highlight, maybe? Cats. Oh, I don't like red, though. Yellow. You doing it? Okay, so cat hair. Cat hair came up highest, right? At 15. Dogs. Well, let me go over it again. Now, I never feel allergic to dogs. I can be around dogs and they don't bother me. Dust mites is the next thing, right? Dust mites. Both of them. Now, here's the weird thing. None of the trees, grass, weed, all the stuff, ragweeds, mold. Mold, I used to be deathly allergic to mold, okay? I tested 0 and they tested me twice. They tested it here and then they poked me in the arm. Now, here's the really weird thing. So, what do we know about Amy Davis? We know that when I eat wheat, I get sick within 3 or 4 days, right? I have 0 allergies to any food that they tested me with. But I know that when I eat wheat, within 3 or 4 days, I can't walk. My joints inflame. I break out in eczema, but I still tested 0 on here. Now, some other things. Cat hair showed up on here, gerbil, dog, horse, rabbit, hamster, guinea pig, mouse. I used to be allergic to cockroaches. Feathers. I used to be allergic to down feathers, right? Really the only thing? Ragweed, pollen, grass, mold, all those things my entire life up to 10 years ago have tested positive for. 0. So here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts on this, and I'm going to stop sharing this. You guys have seen enough of that. My thoughts is that carnivore eating really strict is healing me from some of my allergies. Now, they did do twice, they've done an asthma test on me. And even though I haven't needed my inhaler, very like I used to, I don't need to carry it on me. Does your cat's food? Probably. I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does, Jerry. So even though, what was I gonna say? The carnivore, like I haven't, oh, the asthma. So I haven't needed an inhaler. They are going to get me a different type of inhaler because she wants to monitor that. But I'm telling you, my asthma has gotten so much better. She thinks I need this new type of inhaler that they want to charge me $500 a month for, but she did give me this saving card, so it should be free. So I will still have a rescue inhaler. The other interesting thing, we discussed getting these shots. Now the shots, you have to go in once or twice a week, and you have to stay there and you have to be there for 30 minutes while they monitor you. So in case you need an EpiPen, they can administer that. They also have, oh, Jonathan's in the house. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Ace. Anyone else did I miss? And if you have something, oh, Jerry, yeah, does your cat's food have gluten? Make sure you put a QQQ with any questions you want me to read. So they have this new thing out, which is called allergy drops. So instead of the shots, it's $500 a month. Oh, is a lot of clients. No, $500 a month for the inhaler. But they're going to, she gave me a discount card, so the inhaler should be free. So the thing about that, these drops, they're an alternative to the shots, right? But they're not FDA approved. So the very first drop, it's $150 for every 3 months. And honestly, the shots are going to be $1,000 a year with a 5-year commitment. The problem is you have to go in every week religiously, and it's kind of a pain. And I'm on a high deductible healthcare plan, so I'm probably going to have to pay 100% up to $3,000 every year. So the drops are actually probably going to be more economical for me, and I can do them at home. I also had to buy an EpiPen to keep for myself at home, just in case I have an adverse reaction to any one of these drops. That was $100. I'm okay with that. But eventually I get off all of my allergy meds, and I probably will not be as allergic to cats. And I have 4 cats. Sorry, I'm having allergies right now because I forgot to take my allergy pills. Oh, that's the other thing. I had to go off my allergy medication for a whole week so that I could go in and take these allergy tests, and I was miserable. That's pretty much like I am right this second. Only I don't know, the grace of God, I was probably so miserable from the armor thyroid side effects. I didn't even notice how miserable I was not taking my allergy medications. So I'm really excited to start taking these drops. Except if I have a terrible side effect from that, then I won't be happy. Oh my gosh, is that everything I needed to get through? That can't be. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. Anya says, I have more butterballs than most men, so princess has never been a thing, but I kind of like it. Wow, Bill Cook is currently 19 and a half hours fasted. Carrie says, what do you call dark chocolate that can sing? Coco Capella. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, hold on. I gotta go to Aaron's channel. I'm not gonna play this, but I'm going to get the link for the video. And please, if you have not subscribed, I can't wait to see this though. I almost want to watch it now, Aaron, but I'm not going to do that. I want everybody to go to it from your channel. Hold on, I'm getting a link. It's short, right? Oh my gosh, amazing. Hold on, now I got to click on. Hold on, I got to click on it. Love it. Yep. Okay, so check out this okay, so please check out Aaron's short. I just posted a link. You all, I mean, you can even leave and come back if you want to go watch it now. I don't care. Just come back, please, because I like hanging out with you all. So excited. Yeah, don't play it because you probably get a strike. I'm not going to play it. Although, I want you to teach me a tutorial on how to use the AI in YouTube. I haven't quite figured it out yet, and you're really good at it. I don't like I, I think you can only do it on your phone, and that's what I'm struggling with. I do all my AI on the computer. Oh, here's the other thing, guys. Things are happening. So I'm almost done. Julia and I are almost done with the PhD course. We've both done our case study. Probably the week I get back. The week I get back, I will probably have to take my final exam for PhD. But I've already got my entire business set up. Now, I'm probably not going to coach any of you guys, right? You guys already know. This is going to be for people who are struggling, need to get started. Maybe they haven't heard of keto carnivore. However, if you guys know of anybody who needs a coach or would benefit from having a coach, I would appreciate a referral. The other thing that I'm going to do is share my video. Let me share my camera. Share my screen. Okay, so this is what I've been working on. Well, I've been working on several things. I now have a PO box for my business too. I don't think any of you need that yet, but where is oh my gosh, window. Oh, here it is right here. So here's my new website. It's harmonyhealthandlifestyle.com. So my new coaching business is called Harmony Health and Lifestyle. I also have the Facebook Keto Rockstars private group. I have my YouTube channel here, Instagram, TikTok, my new email. Now you can still use Keto Rockstars21 at gmail.com, but I also have a coaching email, Amy Davis at Harmony Health and Lifestyle. Oh, I also created this calendar. I think I talked about this last Tuesday or whenever, but I did create a YouTube calendar. So if you guys, and the link is on my website. So make sure to go and check out. But I'm trying to put all of the YouTube live streams on there so that people can know when people are going live. And if there's somebody not on there, please shoot me an email. Okay. What's Barbara asking? The live stream calendar. Do you have the calendar showing now? Hold on. Okay, it's back to my webpage. The other thing I have on here is I have a little biography about myself with before and after pictures. So if you want to read my story. Wait, are you still using the Rock and Coach Amy one? I'm still using Keto Rockstars21 at gmail.com. I'm also using Amy Davis at Harmony Health and Lifestyle. You can get a hold of me at either one. This one is just more for my coaching business. The Keto Rockstars one is the one I've always had for my channel. It's fine. Either one works. Okay. I also have my affiliate links here. I also have a recipe page. I think I showed this last week. But all of the recipes I've ever developed are on here. Oh, Rick, the other thing I got to do, and I promise to do, and I will post the recipe here because you gave me permission, but I need to come down with the, what is that? The hamburger, the heart attack burger. Oh my gosh. For some reason, my brain is not. It's okay, Jerry. Jerry says, I feel bad about bringing that up. And within a matter of hours, it seemed, bam, you done it, Amy, and busy. Okay, so my dad always says this amazing thing. He always says, if you want something done, give it to a busy person. And I'm actually going to use that in my coaching business. Okay, hold on. What was... Oh, wait, hold on. We got some more questions. Carrie says, I got a bag of ultra variety bags of salty, and there's some right now that are just okay. I found a DIY recipe, and next time okay, so I have. Oh, I don't know if I put the DIY recipe. I don't know if I put okay, so I have a recipe. It's really, I put that one on here. I didn't. I will add the DIY electrolytes. It's actually from Nia's Way, but I took her recipe and then I made it for a bulk. So you can use a whole glass jar. But please, I also have a mailing list. So if you want to come to this, and you can click subscribe here, and then you will get on my mailing list. Again, nothing on this site or my website is medical advice or anything else, but I will try to remember to put the do-it-yourself electrolytes on here as well. What do you guys think? Do you like it? So what I did was I subscribed to Google Workspace. I got a domain, and it's harmonyhealthandlifestyle.com. And then I was able to then plug that domain into Beacons, which is what Coach Angela was talking about. What does this mean? Grandma's no Amy? Yes, I'm still using Keto Rockstars. Okay, Rockin' Coach Amy, pew pew pew, shoot Amy an email. Thank you, Helix. I'm glad you like it. Sorry, guys. Sorry for the gentleman, but I like pink. I like pink and purple. I like bright colors. Yes, Rick, heart attack burger. I'm going to write everything down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write everything down. I will post it on this website. And then anybody who's going to participate in Jerry's contest will be able to go to the recipes page and find I'm going to label it as Rick's heart attack burger because I cannot take credit for that recipe, but he gave me permission to put it on here. And that's what I'm going to do. And if for some reason, Rick, you change your mind, I will not put it on the website. Spanky asks, who's the most popular guy at the nudist colony? The one who can carry a cup of coffee in each hand and a dozen donuts. You're not right, Spanky, but we love you. So what do you guys all think of the... Yes. Okay. So Carrie got the recipe from Southern Keto, and then with AI, I found the recipe that will work with me. Salt and potassium was too high. Yes. And you can adjust anything. Thank you, Rick. Rick is so generous. He gives everything away for free. Now, Rick, promise me something. You have your bank account now. You really need to set up a subscription and start doing those instructional seminars that I told you about. You know, you don't have to charge very much. You could charge per seminar, or you could charge a monthly fee, and whoever does the monthly fee will get access to all your seminars. Please do that. Your time and expertise is very valuable, and it's not taking advantage of people. People would love to be able to support you in some way. Thank you, Coach Julia. I love the thumbnail you made for us. Yes, they would, Rick. People would pay for I would pay for it, even though I'm never gonna solder a motherboard because I'd probably burn myself, but I would still pay for it just because I want to support your channel. And remember what you always say? You always say if you're providing a service, which you would be providing a service, you'd be providing one-on-one how-to, well, 20-to-1 how-to videos, right? Yes, people have sent you things. Yes, they have, because we care about you and we want you to be successful. Now you have a bank account. You could do one-on-one Zoom meeting. Beacons even allows you to somehow, let me see if I can show this. Beacons is kind of cool. There's a way to set up digital products. There's a way to set up subscriptions in here. Oh, here we go. So let me show you this. I don't know about the free version. I have, I'm gonna take Butter Woman off of here. This is so awesome. Okay, so let me share this. I'm paying for Beacons. I don't know if this comes with a free version, but it's like $10 a month. It's really not expensive, but show this. Beacons allows you to set up, groups and members. Sorry, I don't want to show anybody's email addresses. Groups and members. So you can do groups. You can do, I have already set up welcome emails. I'm pretty sure there's a way to do subscriptions in here. Sorry, I'm still learning this. There's a lot to this. It says analytics for my YouTube channel, which is kind of cool. Sorry, I don't exactly know where it is, but you can you can do something with here's my link in bio website. And again, they can either host your website or you can get your domain somewhere else. I ended up getting mine on. And yes, Sandy, I'm going to try to do some cool things. Unfortunately, I got to get through these classes first. Very soon, I will be offering my coaching courses, and I know, Ricky, you're not a big fan of that. Um, is Thomas gonna leave? Yeah, so yeah, Juliet. So the reason why this looks good, this is designed for like devices. Oh, cancel. I don't want to leave there. That's my stream. Why am I struggling right now? Let's just open this in a new tab. So yes, it's designed for trying to find this again. Oh my gosh, I got too much open. It's designed for mobile, right? So if you go to you can go to it from a computer. You can go to it from, a mobile phone, and it will look good no matter what. Thank you, Spanky. Oh my gosh. Spanky, you're amazing. He just donated $5 again. He's been doing this every stream. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, I'm going to hide this now. I think you guys have seen enough of that. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Which it means so much that you just donated because the bills are starting to rack up, right? I had to get a insurance policy for for coaching business. You have to. It's required. The PO boxes have gone up in price, man. That was like $200 just to get a PO box. I'm like, oh my gosh. Bill Cook, Amy, I may need help. Okay. I was winging it though. I have to tell you, I got my domain from Google Workspace, and then to plug it in to Beacons, there was like these convoluted instructions, and then it didn't work. And really what happened was it takes them an hour or two to be able to verify all the stuff to make sure it was working. And then it went live. I was like, oh my gosh, it did work. So things have just been falling into place very quickly for me. And then I have my packages on that website, but I'm not turning it on. Lizzie says the town I live in, PO box is 200, so I left it in my old town. Yeah, it's expensive here, but honestly, for convenience, hopefully, yeah. I remember paying $20 a year back in the 90s or the 2000s. It was, and I got the smallest PO box, right? But then again, I don't really want a bunch of people having my home address if I don't know what they are. So that was expensive. So tomorrow I got to call my insurance agent and drop $300 on my GL policy. For professional liability, it would have been $1,000. I'm like, can we revisit this in a year after I'm making money, please? Then they charge $100 just to open a business checking account. Yeah, Jerry, I agree. USPS should be privatized. But I gotta have it, so whatever. Then instead of ordering, I'm not gonna order business cards yet because once we graduate, we're supposed to be getting a access to the PhD logo, which is really cool. So I'm gonna wait for that to do. But I have a digital business card on my phone, so if I meet anybody, I can airdrop it to them or text it to them. So I did finish my digital business card, which is kind of cool. Yeah, Juliet, this is what I didn't want to do. So, unfortunately, when I'm probably gonna, I've already set up my Stripe too, so I already have my coaching packages developed. Yeah, the Angela, the checking account, Actually, yeah, the checking account, they removed $100, but there's no monthly fees. So it's a one-time $100 fee. So I'm happy about that. And then you got to pay taxes, right? So I feel bad charging people money for coaching, but it's going to have to happen in order to maintain all of this stuff, all this technology for websites. Um, Luckily, I can incorporate the live streaming. Everything is going into one thing now. So I've all of the AI fees for the Avengers and everything else all are going to be under my business umbrella of Harmony Health and Lifestyle. But yeah, it's honestly, I think I had I don't want to say nervous breakdown, but I really don't get stressed out on carnivore, but I think it was Friday or Saturday when I was setting all this up, I started to hyperventilate a little when I saw the cost of everything to set up a business. Yes, Jerry, I'm hoping I got everything done. I'm going to be ready to start coaching people very soon. So I've got everything developed. The only thing I really need to do is set up my emails. Like I'm going to have standard emails that I'm going to send to clients after each step. So, but honestly, I don't even think that no, Rick, no paneling and no encyclopedias. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about that, Juliet. So you can deduct a percentage, and I don't know, I can't tell you what percentage. I no longer work in the tax industry. I used to work for an accounting firm. So what I'm doing, just to be safe, my internet, I'm deducting 50% of that, right? Because I work from home, my day job, and everything I do at night is pretty much either studying or doing stuff for this channel, or now it's going to be doing stuff. Now, the other 50% is going to be my husband using the internet, right? And I don't even think he uses 50% of the internet because he works and he's busy and he watches some TV at night, but not 50%. So to be safe, I'm going to do 50% of the internet bill is going to get paid directly from that account. And then I'm also going to do 50% of my portion of my cell phone. There's 4 people on my cell phone plan, my mom and dad, Dennis, my husband, and then me. So I'm going to do 50% of my cell phone bill because you figure 50% is for, and actually we use our cell phone for work. So I could probably do more than 50, but just to be safe, I'm going to start expensing it. The other thing I'm expensing is meetups. The hotel bills are all going to go on my corporate credit card, meals, all that stuff. It's all related to it's networking, right? So those of you who are starting coaching businesses, don't forget. Aw, yes, Rick, people would pay you for subscriptions. I know you hate them and you talk about how much you hate them. And I'm just going to throw this out here. The way that I'm setting up my coaching is going to be subscription based because to me, if I don't feel right, here's why. I don't feel right charging people X amount of money for 6 sessions. They got to pay up front. And then what if we're doing 2 a week? That's only 3 weeks, right? That's only 3 weeks. Do you think people can fix their health? Or let's say we're doing 1 session a week. That's only 6 weeks. Do you really think people can fix their health in 6 weeks? Whereas if I do one price per month and I say, okay, we're going to do this until you cancel and you get X amount of, uh, if you get X amount of visits or, one-on-ones per month, and then when you're done, you could just cancel the package. It will auto renew until you cancel the package. And here's how many you get for your tier. That way they pay a monthly fee. They don't have to pay all this money up front, right? And then if they can't do it anymore, they can cancel it. and then we just stopped meeting. So honestly, I think the subscription model is good for coaching in some regards. Eventually, a year from now, I would like to have an even lower package that will be group. But starting out, I'm not ready to have group sessions yet. And they told us in PhD that we need to not start with groups because sometimes it's unmanageable to have that many people in one video chat. And I'm assuming Juliet's talking about Rick here. Yes, we do want to support your channel, Rick. People would subscribe to that. I would subscribe to that. I don't know, it was a reasonable monthly fee, right? Yeah, Thomas, it's okay. We're glad you stopped in. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. I'm telling you, I've been nonstop working since Friday night on this stuff. I had to connect up Stripe. I went and got my bank account Saturday. That took an hour and a half just to get a business checking account. It took a while to get the PO box. And now I got to check that every week. That's going to be a royal pain. But this is all stuff that needed to be done. Oh my gosh, it's 29 in Nashville. That's pretty good. Yeah. Get some good rest, Thomas. Yeah, you know what, Rick? I was always had this mentality that I want everything that I uh do to be free. But sometimes it's hard. And again, Spanky, thank you so much. Why couldn't the lizard get a girlfriend? He says, because he had a reptile dysfunction. A good one. You're so funny, Spanky. WPLG 10, what's that, Bill? I hope you can make income to pay all your work. Yeah. Well, the problem is I have to make something because now there's all these automatic charges coming out of this business account, and it's a little stressful. Oh, your local TV station. Gotcha, gotcha. So I have to make something just to keep myself afloat and just to at least break even, right? Which I hope I do a little better than break even, but I also don't want to bankrupt anybody to my expense either. Yes, Bill, let me know what questions you have. I'll do my best. Most health coaching businesses take 9 to 24 months to become consistently profitable. While startup costs can be as low as $700 to $5,000 for solo practitioners reaching a full-time salary. Yeah. And I have a day job and I'm not quitting my day job. So I'm going to be part-time. So my goal, hopefully, hi, Evelyn. Yeah, business reality. I'm probably going to lose money for a couple years, guys. So I have to charge something just to lose money, right? Uh-oh. The cooler weather is reducing my poop gas. Oh, so here's another cool thing. I was invited. There's another website I'm a part of. And this is for the international people. So another thing that I want to share, I hope I can share this, Bill. No one told me I couldn't. But I was invited to be a part of the Global Carnivore Coaches. Let me share this. I think Juliet was too. Bill's on here. This is really an honor for me. So there is this Global Carnivore Coaches. CB's on here. Bill Cook's on here. I'm on here. And I don't know how to say, is it Matthew? Matthew Tremblay? And then there's all kinds of shared meal ideas. And also, like I'll go to, well, I don't know if CB he hasn't really put much on there, but Bill tells his story on here and he's got his before and after pictures. I've got my story on here. I've got my before and after pictures. I don't have my certifications yet, but I thought this was really cool, and there's going to be more coaches. And here's Matthew's before and after pictures, and he's got his certification in here. I don't have mine yet, although I have found that I was told. Let me stop sharing these. I was told that I passed kilts. I know I'm going to pass PhD. It is going to happen. I'm already done with my case study. I'm just waiting for them to open up the final exam. Yep. And let me tell you, I'm paying for a lot of software. Right now, I did all the math, and all of the charges are about $3,200 a month or $3,200 a year to run this business for all of the software fees, everything. I came up with a spreadsheet and I calculated everything out. Angela got her business checking account for free. Juliet did too. I was fine paying $100 because it was at my current bank. So, Bruce got his privately held box in a shipping facility. It's about $145 a year. What I like about my post office is it's like 5 blocks for me. The post office where I got my P.O. box in Mishawaka is like 5 blocks for me. It's on my way home from work. So I plan on stopping there on Tuesday nights on my way home and looking at it. Yep. Internet and phone are tax deductible. You remind me of that. My job pays now. I'll move it over to business. Yep. Oh, and here's the other thing I did. I spent 3 hours on the phone with Comcast. So every year my bill jumps up by 20 or $30, right? And I am relentless on the phone with them. So I somehow got onto texting with them. Who said that? Spanky. My gosh, Spanky. You're not right. So anyway, um, they Comcast, this is what I do every year. My bill goes up because I sign a contract every year, and then after a year, the contract expires, and then they increase my rate. So this time I did this via chat, right? And this guy's like, the best I can do is $55. I was paying $45 a month for my internet. It went up to $69. And so I called them. I'm like, look, I just want to sign a contract and get it back down to what I was paying. I don't need any more internet than what I had. It worked for me. I work from home. I live stream and my internet worked fine. And so he's like, I'm sorry, the best I can give you is $55. I'm like, okay, I'm going to shop around. So I call the phone and I talked to this lady. I'm like, look, you guys are currently offering $40 a month for 100 megabytes per second faster than what I have and unlimited data. And I put her on the spot. And so finally, after about, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes of being on the phone with her, she's like, okay, let me get you over to the customer retention department. So all I had to do was, hi, Peter. Peter's back. All I had to do was, yeah, Jerry likes to do belly to belly coaching deductions are king. Yeah, the only thing I don't want to do about belly to belly is the risk is larger. And I think you have to get more insurance for that because depending on where you're meeting, if something happens when you meet, you could be liable. So I don't like that. I may have a waiver for belly to belly saying that if they slip and fall, if they do anything, if something happens, that they can't sue me. Just because that makes me nervous. But they will not come to my house. I will not do one-on-ones at my house. There's no way. So, oh, bye, Erin. Erin's got to go charge her phone. So anyway, with the interview thing, the internet thing. Need a nap. They got me down to $40 a month, so $5 less than what I was paying. My internet speed went up 100 megabytes per second. And I got unlimited internet now. So I can watch all y'all's repeated, playlists, and it doesn't matter what setting I put it on. I don't have to watch it at the lowest setting now because I'm not going to go over my internet limit for the month. Because I constantly watch Jerry's channel, and she has an all watch hours playlist, and so does Juliet. So I'm trying to help them get their hours. Yeah. Yeah, meetups are business trips, Rick. For sure. I'm not going to say I'm never going to do a one-on-one, but if I do, they're going to have an extra contract they got to sign. Hold on, I'm going through. Yep. Most health coaching businesses take 9 to 24 months. While startup costs could be as low as $700 to $5,000. Evelyn. Yeah. And so here's the thing. I'm not going to take a salary for the first year. I'm not going to take any money. Anything that goes into this account is to help cover the cost of doing business, right? Now, in a year, if it's really profitable, then maybe I can take a little money and pay myself for the hard work that I'm doing. And let me tell you, setting this business up, Angela, are you still in here? Bill, you're in here? Juliet, CB was here. It has been nothing. I think I'm working harder at night to get all this stuff set up than my day job. Thanks, Bill. Yeah, PhD told us a year, set our expectations. Like any startup, it takes lots of time and lots of patience as we watch our bank accounts go down. And thank God to my husband, he's been very patient on this. He wants to retire. Well, he is retiring in May. However, if I can get a second income going, that will help us pay for insurance costs for him and other things. Yeah, Juliet. So Juliet is supposed to be on that global. Juliet said I started setting up in October. I'm on the slow bus. Well, maybe what I could do for the coaches is maybe we can do night night Angel Duster. Thank you for joining us. Maybe what I can do is do like I have this Google Meeting now thing too, and I really like it. Maybe we can set up a Google Meet and I can walk through what I did. I can't tell you like Juliet's hiring somebody to do her website. I can't help you with that. You got to go to that person. But for those people who are trying to be like me and save money and do this all on our own, I don't even want to know what my accountant. I don't know what happened to Nia, Peter. I don't know what happened to Nia. I think she's not really on social media anymore. Yeah, 2 to 3 years for sure. You're welcome, Bill. Peter just had a burger patty and lots of leftover pork chop with lots of butter and salt. Sounds yummy. We'll be right there. No pretzels, he says. Pretzel Pete. Aaron did not leave. Helix says, yeah, I would do the waiver. Yeah, because what we found out in class is, let's say, like, I would plan on meeting, we have these grocery stores, right? They're called Martin supermarkets, but they have a slide door deli, and anybody's welcome to go sit in tables and chairs. There, you could buy a coffee or something and just sit there and chat and have meetings. I used to go to a knitting class at one of them. But what I found out in our classes is if someone slips and falls, going up to or leaving that grocery store or that coffee shop, they'll probably try to sue the place, right? But as a health coach, as an individual, they're more likely to get money out of us than they are the grocery store, because the grocery store already has big paid attorneys, right? Whereas a little person like us doesn't have a good attorney. So they would sue both of us. So, like, that makes me nervous. Yes, always CYA, yes. The other thing with doing recorded sessions, like with doing internet sessions, is they're recorded. So if they try to say you did something, if you didn't do it, it's recorded and you have proof. Felix says, I do have a website, but it's for carnivore chats and carnivore meetings, and that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Probably because do you call them every year and yell at them, Angela? You got to be a little mean. Sorry, I'm reading something. Yeah, that is my plan also. Julie says, I started up in October. I'm on the slow bus. You know what? It's okay. You have a lot going on. Yeah, staying up too late. I know. Thank you so much, Angel Duster. I don't know what happened to Nia. Spanky's telling some jokes here. I'll let you guys read them. Yeah, I just ran across my first tire flipping video. That was so hard at first. You should do another one. That's the other thing that's kind of fell by the wayside. I've been working so hard at the coaching side of things. I haven't been doing like my videos. I did one video in 3 months. Juliet says my website on my own was a mess. Link in bio. The link in bio websites like Beacons are so easy. So if for some reason your website falls through, Juliet, let me know. I'll help you with that. Yeah, this week it's been crazy and I've been so sick. I don't know how I got all this stuff done feeling like garbage, which is why I'm not going to take the Synthroid or the Levoxythyrene or however you say that until I get back from my vacation. I just want to feel good. So this is a thing. Nia burned herself out. I'm going to tell you right now. And Jerry kind of alluded to this and her. I had to be careful because I'm just going. I mean, my husband's told me this. My parents have told me this. Everyone's like, you're going to burn yourself out. So I have to be careful. And I'm just going to have to take things in stride and be very careful how hard I push myself because I've been going. So I may only be able to take a couple clients at a time. I don't know. Yeah, they will name everyone in a lawsuit. Yep. Have attorney fees built into your insurance so the carrier. Yeah, they do. I'm with Erie Insurance, and Erie is like really good. That's awesome, Helix. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, I am probably dangerously close to like burning myself out, and I'm just getting started. Yeah, Erie's really good, but they're very picky. Yes, this is something I'm gonna have to maybe hire. Juliet is my coach, and so she's gonna have to tell me how I can manage the thing is I'm been so efficient at managing my time, right? I knocked out so many things uh the last week. I mean, the business is pretty much ready to go. I even set up my Stripe account with my packages so people can pay me. So I'm ready to hire people. However, I want to wait probably till after, it's probably going to be 3 or 4 weeks until I start taking my first client because I want to get through my final exam and I want to go on my vacation. I don't want to start scheduling appointments with people and then leave for a week. Yep, Erie. That insurance must be scared since it's Erie. That's hilarious. You don't. Bruce, I don't know what you're posting here. I'd rather be a positive mindset mentor rather than talk about what to eat on a carnivore diet. So here's another thing that I anticipate doing. with my coaching. The reason why I chose Harmony Health and Lifestyle is because, let's see. Sorry, Jerry, I'll get to that comment in a second. I think one of the strong suits that I have is time management because I work a full-time job. I sing in 2 choirs, right? I take care of a 94-year-old with dementia. My 2 parents live next door, so, I love spending time with them. I'm married. I have a husband, a family, grandkids. Um, I have a YouTube channel. This is so much work. I honestly, I hate the YouTube channel. I love the YouTube channel because it connects me to all of you, but I hate recording videos. There's probably not going to be as many of those. Just because the time I would spend doing that, I'm hopefully going to be working with clients, right, one-on-one. But I will always have the Sunday night time slot every week, except for when I travel or go on vacation or something, because every once in a while I got to take a break, right? So 2 weeks from now, I won't have a live stream. It's fine. I hope you all come back and see me in 3 weeks. But one of the things I'm really passionate about, like, how many of you heard from people that you know? I just don't have time to live this lifestyle. It's just, I don't have time to cook my own food. This is where I'm going to excel. Because, like my dad said, if you need something done, give it to a busy person. They know how to manage time. They know how to get things done. I'm going to help people do lists, to-do lists, how to manage their time. So not only will I do like tracking for food, but if someone like comes to me and they're struggling to get things done, they're struggling to fit things in, I'm like, okay, we're going to start tracking your time on a worksheet. And then we're going to see. So if they find they're spending 3 hours doom scrolling on their phone, that's where we're going to be able to fit things in and be able to, okay, so doom scroll, but get on a treadmill or at a gym while you're doing that, right? So I feel like I'm gonna be able to help people manage time, manage meal prep, and that sort of thing. So I wanted to go back to Jerry. Yeah. Now imagine others that you're in your class as fellow students that don't have the appropriate resources as you do, and look at all you've spent thus far in your I feel bad for people because here's the other thing. People have already asked me for help. And I can help a little bit, but I can't spend hours. It took me hours to set all this up, right? Hours. I can't spend hours with 10 people setting up their business. Just because I'm already like booked now. What I might do is host like one group meeting or something and invite some people to it and show them the steps that I walked through in the order that I walked through them to get everything done. I think that might be helpful to some of the people wanting to start their own coaching business. Yeah, you got it done. Now hold on. You got it done. Now take a breather and some time off from business. I understand, but even a couple days where yeah, I'm gonna have to do that probably this week. Everything's set up. There's really not much more I got to do except for develop emails. And honestly, that can probably wait till I get my first client. Yeah, you have to be careful not to burn yourself out. That is true. We gotta do the Avenger contest. I've totally forgot what this whole night was about. Okay, are we ready to do that? Let's see, let me make sure. Bill Cook's on there. Okay. So let's do this now. Now, give me a break though, guys, because I've got a lot on my plate, so it might take me a week or two to get this out. But we are gonna share the screen and the whole purpose of this is to do the Carnivore Avenger Contest, and I haven't done that yet. Let's go to this. Are we ready? So we have Lori. We have Carnivore Whisper Lisa. We have Retired Rick. We have Nancy. Bill Cook. Nikki, Lady Lot of Camelot. And Lioness Helix. So let's spin that wheel. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Here we go, guys. Who's the winner for this month's Carnivore Avenger Contest? It's gonna be Nancy, Keto Titan. Woohoo! Way to go, Nancy. She's not here tonight, but I will message her that she won. And guys, you will stay on the wheel for next month. So, congratulations, Nancy. Nancy lives in Florida. I wonder if she's going to Dr. Kilt's. Yeah. Avenger Mother Amy is not here to take care of all of us children. That's just a fact. I know this reads harsh, but yeah, I can only do so much. Thank you. Helix says, I only want to charge people 20 per month because it's mainly taking a few worksheets that I have created just to play around and pretend with. Make sure you charge what you're worth. Yeah, and if you can't do yourself, pay someone to help. I know. I feel so bad. Don't really want to talk about people, but at least in a PhD class, have you noticed there's a lot of people who are a little bit, and I'm not talking like you, Juliet. You have a YouTube channel and everything. There are people that are tech challenged to the point where they don't even want to use any technology, right? Or even try. Carl, beginning stages. Hey, Carl. That's Carl and Evelyn. Hello, hello. You have to find a barter. Yeah. So, Rick, another way that people could maybe find other ways is to barter with people. If they have something that they can help you with, then you barter. And there's my new website, guys. Oh, this is cool. Helix is great at making Bible study worksheets, so I played around with what I call a positive mindset sheet. I can talk. Oh, Bill's playing with ketosis the kitty. Yeah. See what I mean? When I thought well, and it looks like John Forever Strong is going to build an app that we can put all of our live streams in. So maybe, maybe yeah, I'll get to that comment in a minute. So maybe, yeah, Nancy from Southern Florida Ketos, that's who won. So she's gonna be Keto Kitty, which honestly, I really like all the kitty ones. I just do. So yeah, Julia, I got to go back to those emails and see what we had. So I'm just gonna copy them too, but I gotta find them. I don't even know where I put them. Kitty, 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 yes. Yes. Sharon's here. Hey, Sharon. Okay, so Carl says everyone has access to how-to guides at the Small Business Administration website. Super easy tools at both federal and state level. The 99% of the business tools that people, and I'm learning, like I'm not even an expert in this, guys. I'm having to learn now granted, I'm good with computers, I'm good with software in general and technology, but people want me to help and it's like I only did it once and I got it to work. So I didn't write down the steps I took to do this stuff, right? Yeah, okay, so this is what I want to read. Or try Amy. So, unfortunately, I kind of got mentioned a lot in our afternoon class on Friday. They're like, and Amy can help do this, and Amy can help do that. And I was just like, Um, like, yeah, that's nice, but I don't really have that much time right now because I'm trying to get my own business up and running. So yeah, so some are clear they haven't tried or don't like so, and honestly, I can't help people who aren't even going to try, right? So they need to go get their own Facebook account, their own YouTube, they need to do that before I can even help them. I can't help them do stuff that's if they're not even willing to. Yep. My objective when owning any business, and Jerry's a good resource because she's owned many businesses, right? Was always stay clear and avoid the man with the gavel in the black robe bottom line. Yeah. Honestly, if John is able to get that done, I will take down the calendar. Carl says you can be a small biz coach too. Start yours and then charge them to help. Oh my gosh, that's not even a passion of mine. I want to be a health coach. I want to help people fix their I want to help people feel better. I don't want to help people start a business. Sorry, is that wrong? I mean, I could, but I'm not even an expert in that. I would have to go to school for that. Spanky, you're hilarious. Yeah, Angela says this is why I don't speak about what I do. Yeah, because everyone would be coming to you, and I probably should have like not asked so many questions in class. Juliet says, great idea, Carl. I don't know about that. I don't need anything else to do. I need to focus on one coaching thing at a time. Wow, am I at the end? It's 8:30, guys. I've gotten through all. Anybody have any questions before we end this? Let's see. My father's advice to me was to do not show to not show me what exactly I was able to do or yeah, see. Part of owning a business is the learning. It's important for each business owner to learn this. Yes. Yes. You know what the hardest part was? Okay, so here was my struggle. I've had Keto Rockstar since 2021. I've had that Facebook group. I went live streaming on Facebook since 2021. So I knew exactly what my channel on YouTube was going to be when I started that a year ago, right? Now they're telling us in PhD that our YouTube channel name should be our name, Coach Amy Davis, right? And I'm like, no, I'm not changing to Keto Rockstars. I've had this forever. So is it going to be confusing that I have Keto Rockstars and Harmony Health and Wellness? Maybe. Do I really care? No. People are going to find me. People are going to find, and maybe I need to make a new logo up here, Keto Rockstars with the Harmony Health and Wellness in there. I don't know. Is it okay? QQQ. Is it confusing that I have Keto Rockstars as my channel name and then Harmony Health and Wellness as my coaching name? Is that going to be confusing to all of you? Post in the comments. Because honestly, I really didn't do what they suggested. Now Juliet has followed to the T. Her name is Coach Juliet Edens. That's her channel name. That's her coaching business name. And the problem is I started this backwards. I had a YouTube channel long before I've ever become a coach. Focus, start yours first. It doesn't have to be a passion, just an additional income stream for the coaching biz. Yeah, thank you, Juliet. Yeah, Jerry says, friendly tip. It sounds easy, but it adds up when people ask you for help. Say yes. How long do you think it would take me for help you? $1 a minute? Cash up front, yeah. Yeah, see, Spanky, people will find me, and people will all of you guys aren't gonna be my clients, right? You guys are already doing this. So, Sharon, the channel handle is at Keto Rockstars. Uh, the I could have done that. I could have done that, but, I don't know, I don't know. I could have done Rockin' Coach Amy Davis for my business, but I just feel like when you go it didn't sound, maybe I should get a no, I don't know. I only want one. Yeah, don't second guess, she says, yeah. You know what, Jerry, you're a smart woman. We love you and you tell it like it is and it's all good. So I am still rocking Coach Amy. That is more for but for my coaching business, like if I hand out a business card and if I run into somebody and this has happened at the grocery store, I just wanted to say Amy Davis. It doesn't have to have the rocking in front of it or anything like that. Bruce Keene says, not confusing to me. Good. Because I went against what they kind of taught us in class, but that's okay. Yeah, the right people are going to find me one way or the other. Exactly. I agree. I could have two channels, but I don't, not really interested in that. Yep, great movie, Spanky. I agree. Yeah, Rockin' Coach sounds like a music teacher. Exactly. Yeah, see, this is the thing. I worked so hard to establish this brand. I have a theme song. Come on. I have a theme song that I worked really hard on. Keto Rockstars. I like it. I can't see a world in which Harmony Health and Lifestyle would make a good theme song. I'm sorry, I just don't. But it's a little more profesh. It's for my how many Harmony Health and Lifestyle is my LLC name. So that's where that came in. I like what you picked, but was just yep, making your last name part of what you have. Yeah, exactly. I would leave it as Amy, yeah. Carrie says, Amy says the right people will find her, but what about the left people? Maybe I will make a jingle for Harmony Health and Lifestyle. Yeah. What and Jerry, that's a good point. You know me, so you know that I have Keto Rockstars and then I have this other venture, Harmony Health and Lifestyle. But if to a new person, although what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them to my webpage, right? And from there they can find my YouTube. So it's all linked. It's fine. And I do have a second channel. It's Rockin' Life with Amy. And honestly, I don't even have time to manage that. Every once in a while I post a kitty video or a snowstorm. Not that I'm plugging my other channel or anything, but I just wanted a place to put all my personal videos, stuff that's not related to this channel. Exactly, Sharon. Business names and LLCs are usually different and sometimes more than one business under a single LLC. Correct. Yeah, I may have to come up with a cute jingle and make a commercial for my business. Did I? Bruce Kane? Did I say that right? Is that how I said it? Are you like surprised? I've heard someone else say it, I think. Yeah, I have the same software, Jerry, so I would prefer to work on it so I can get it exactly the way I like it, but Barbara's doing amazing work. If you guys have not checked out Barbara's Crochet Corner, let me see if I can. And she is doing a ton of interviews, and I cannot wait to post her channel. I don't know if she's still here. She's probably getting ready for her Grandma's Crochet Corner. She's probably getting ready. So her live stream goes live right after mine. Let me post her link here. I go watch her almost every night. Sometimes I should be going to sleep, but instead I'm listening to Barbara. If you name it after yourself, then when you grow and hire, the business is limited by your name. See, they said the opposite. I kind of like Harmony Health and Lifestyle because it doesn't have my name in it. Not that I think that it's going to grow huge. Yeah, you can send me a jingle. I'm going to probably do my own though. Just because I don't know. I have the Suno app too. That's what Grandma's Crochet Corner uses. Yes, and Helix. Me too, Sandy. I love Grandma. She is so amazing and her story is so beautiful. Helix will be on. Helix after next week, which is the the open panel halftime show. Then the next week I'm gone. I am taking a break. I'm turning 50 on March 2nd, and I'm going to California for like 5 or 6 days. And honestly, I need to get out of this poo-poo weather. It's terrible here. And then the next person will be Helix. Yes, Sandy. All right, guys. Well, actually, I'm kind of caught up with the comments. Congratulations to Nancy. And you guys all know, oh, Spanky. My mom died when we couldn't remember her blood type. As she died, she kept telling us to be positive. But it's hard without her. Yes. Me too, Helix. I'm so excited for you to come on and tell your story. Okay, you guys. You all know the routine. I think I'm gonna end it here. So we're gonna do the closing credits. Are we ready, guys? Everybody have a good night. Here we go. Oops, wrong thing. Hold on. Here we go. Credits. Let's do the right thing here. Ready?
Oh, yeah. Lights fade low, the bacon's done. We rocked the stream and had some fun. Kids are rock stars in the rocking crew. Stay strong. We're gonna roll with you. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. We're gonna keep rolling on. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. Yeah, we're gonna keep rolling on. Rocking till the credits roll.